Ladies and gentlemen, it's good afternoon. I'm Forrest Lin. I would like to take several seconds to introduce myself. I am the Deputy Secretary General of the Chinese Institute of Electronics. Also, I'm the Secretary General of CIE Cloud Computing Expert Committee. First, I will apologize for not being able to attend the 2012 Eurocloud Day. I think cloud computing is very popular in your countries, in the European Union, and also it is also a very hot term in China. I would like to share something about the cloud computing industry and try to give a whole map of cloud computing in China. I think it is very helpful for you to better understand what we are doing and what we are going to do. Now, first, let's move to the policy aspect of cloud computing in China. In China, the cloud computing is one of the next 5-year strategic new emerging technology. And also, some policies encourage the government to be the early adopter of cloud computing. As some of you know, that Beijing, Shanghai, Hangzhou, Shenzhen, and Wuxi are selected to be the pilot city for cloud computing service. These 5 cities I think is the major cities in China. They are very large and with large population and high technology. In 2011, about 1.5 billion RMB is allocated from the central government as cloud computing special support fund for industry. I think all of these policies and funds will greatly improve the environment of cloud computing in China. The second, I would like to talk about the cloud plans in major cities of China. For example, in Beijing, launched a great cloud computing project, like the name is Xiangyun Project. The launch time is as earlier as 2010. And Shanghai also launched its cloud computing project in the August of 2010, named Yunhai. Also, the Shenzhen, Wuxi, Hangzhou, Guangzhou, Chongqing also have their own cloud computing plans. These cloud computing plans really a big improvement for the cloud computing plan or project in these cities really improve the environment for developing cloud computing technology and industry. Also, these projects and plans will carry out a lot of cloud computing service to the market. Let's move to the market status in China. I would like to supply some data from the local data corporation named CCID. The revenue of cloud computing in China grows up very quickly. The average growth rate of cloud computing in China is nearly 60% in the last 2 years. So this is a very big market and a very fast-growing market of high technology. Another report from IDC also means that the cloud computing in China is its growth rate is about 45%. So from different kinds of data corporation, we can see the cloud computing in China really grows up very quickly. I would like to have the topic about the industry development of cloud computing in China. I think the cloud computing service in China is in the very early stage in China. The internet companies in China is the major cloud computing service provider, and the business model is usually the infrastructure as a service plus the platform as a service open to the market. And the infrastructure as a service from the internet companies develops relatively mature, but platform as a service is taking shape right now. For example, some internet companies have also developed cloud hosting, cloud storage, and open data center. The major internet companies providing cloud service, for example, there is a big internet companies like Alibaba, Tencent, Baidu, and Shanda also give their cloud computing solutions and services. The other industry development of cloud computing is the ICT vendors. These ICT vendors really provide some solutions to the private cloud computing and public cloud computing. The local brand occupies more than 50% in purchase of servers for domestic large internet companies. The major ICT vendors providing cloud service solutions like Huawei, ZTE, Inspur, and Great Wall Computer. Another category of industry development of cloud computing in China is the software company. They just step into the cloud computing competitions. They provide software as a service, and also they try to explore platform as a service, the area of platform as a service. But actually, most of the local software as a service vendors are relatively very small. They just provide the service like a CRM service, human resource management service, something like that. But I think some of the software as a service vendors is already grows up very quickly and have a large amount of subscriber or end users. For example, the major software companies who providing cloud service like Youfida, Kingdian, they are very big name, software big name or players in China. And also I would like to talking about the telecom operators, which is also play a main role in the industry development of cloud computing in China. The major telecom operators already providing some level of cloud computing, such as China Mobile Corporation, China Telecom Corporation, and China Unicom Corporation. For example, the China Telecom published its Tianyi cloud computing strategy and also provide the solutions in the August last year. And even much earlier, the China Mobile have give out its big cloud platform in 2007. The big cloud platform is the first infrastructure as a service and platform as a service platform of China Mobile. And the China Unicom also provide the cloud service named War Cloud for the government, large enterprise, and even individual users in the last year. In China, there is a lot of IDC company or vendors. They try to make their traditional data center into the cloud computing solution-based infrastructure as a service provider. At present, it provides flexible computing resource, storage, and other internet resources. Some IDC companies even try to get into the platform as a service and the software as a service, cooperate with other companies. I think they also play a relatively very important role in the industry of cloud computing in China. It is also, I would like to take this opportunity to give a very brief introduction about the Chinese Institute of Electronics. It is the most influential institute in the field of electronics in China, which this institute will have more than 100,000 members and more than 600 corporate members, and it have about 43 branches and societies. The CIE also have a relationship with the very famous international organizations, such as the International Federation for Information Processing, Union of Radio Science International, and IEEE, IET, and the other countries' organizations. And the most important, CIE firstly launched the Cloud Computing Expert Committee in November 2008. It is the first official organization in China. We gather more than a lot of experts, academicians and professors and scholars together to talking about the cloud computing technology and how to develop the cloud computing industry and standards and other kinds of solutions to the government and industry. It is play a great role in the last 4 years in China cloud computing field. Also, we have established a China Cloud Computing Technology and Industry Alliance. This is a non-profit alliance which have more than 100 cloud computing related companies and institutes. We try to use this alliance to promote cloud computing innovation and industry development. We try to push forward the knowledge sharing and collaboration. These two organizations successfully organized a very big event named China Cloud Computing Conference. This conference taken place in 2009, which attracted more than 1,200 people together. And this year, we think there will more than 6,000 people will come to the China Cloud Computing Conference. This picture shows that the last year's Cloud Computing Conference in China, which attract more than 3,000 scholars and experts and other industry people to come to this conference. In terms of the cooperation proposal with the European Union or European countries, I think the most official channel is the Ministry of Information Technology and Industry. It is very important to collaborate with this ministry. While the CIE, the Chinese Institute of Electronics, also have a great influence in the cloud computing field. And we have a very good relationship with the government, with the university and the research institute, and the industry. So the Chinese Institute of Electronics is also a very good portal for cooperation with the European countries and organizations. The other corporate opportunity is in the field of new cloud computing based IDC. In China, there is a large number of IDCs, but they are relatively very small, and the operation ability is not competitive. The technology is not good. The capacity is not very high. So if we try to make these IDCs into the cloud computing based data center, it means a great market opportunity. And I think there is a lot of core technology from the European countries. So we can cooperate each other at the infrastructure as a service field between China and the European countries. The other corporate opportunity on infrastructure is huge. For example, the broadband program in China will be a very big opportunity for the European countries and for the world leading ICT company vendors. Also, I think there is a plenty room for cooperation that's in the field of software as a service. As we know, in the European countries, there is a lot of vertical software providers. If they turn to the cloud computing based software as a service, they can explore the huge market opportunity in China. So I think there is a lot of cooperate opportunity between the China and the European countries. That's all for the introduction about the cloud computing in China. And also, I'll give a very brief introduction about a suggestion of the cooperate opportunity between China and the European Union. I would like to express my great thanks to the conference organizer to give me this opportunity to introduce our organizations and introduce the cloud computing of China. Thank you very much. Please, if you have any questions, please give me an email. My email address is just right on the presentation slide. Thank you.